Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And there's Porter at you. Just want to show you something they have good for the community here. They have like a drop-off center where you can drop off food and stuff like that, and or take for what you need, or if you need something. It's gonna give you some good. I'm not too sure who's the organizers of this, but I'll try to find out in the next couple of weeks. This used to be the insurance company over here. I think John Capilano Insurance Company. It used to be maybe a few years ago. I think they moved out to a different location. I want to show you guys Black Lives Matter sign up there. This is right in Fields Corner off Dorchester Ave in Charles Street. So, just want to give you guys some footage for those who never been to Boston, or who live in Boston, or who haven't seen this. It's around. Some pamphlets that, about COVID-19 and stuff like that. It's always, any information is better than no information. And these are just different languages. So the main one is on top, but these are just different languages. It's basically saying take one in different languages. And I don't know what's on the back. Let's see if there's anything on the back of this. Oh, nothing on the back, but the front. Different things. Dorchester Community Fridge, free food. Yeah, I assume it's saying free food in multiple different languages there. Same thing over here, food safety. It's multiple different languages. So whoever the organizer, I've seen this around the city before too. They got one in Jamaica Plain, and I'm not sure, but I think I saw one in West Roxbury. So these things are around, and like I said, I'm not too sure who the organizers are, but it's a good thing for the community, for those who need. Let's take a quick peek in the refrigerator, because I know my viewers are going to ask me what's inside the refrigerator. So inside the refrigerator you have some kind of frozen, can't quite tell what that is. Like frozen carrots. Yeah, like frozen carrots. I'm not going to touch it because of various different reasons. You don't want to be touching people's food unless you really have to. So they got some good stuff in there. If you're hungry, you need food. Clothing on the top. Like some carrots, some snacks up there, and like some kind of salad with some salad dressing down there. Like some sliced apples. That's what it looks like. The bottom is some rice. Look like some kind of soup or stew in a bag, and those are potatoes inside that bag. So it's a good thing, nothing. And take a look at what we have over here. Justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Martin Luther King Jr. Injustice, sorry about that. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And these are the pictures of all the people they have up here. Maybe these are the people who didn't. Let me see if I can get all these images up here. Maybe I go from top to bottom and work my way down. And these are names, or some of them I heard. Elijah McClain, I remember that kid. He was coming from the store on his way home, and he was shot by the police, I believe, for Eric Garner. Definitely know him. Kenneth Ross. Some of these names I do remember, and some of these names I don't remember. But it's good to, now that I see these names, go look up the history behind them. Ahmaud Arbery, everybody knows about him. He was killed by some vigilantes, basically, for jogging, basically jogging while black. That's the only thing I could come to conclusion, is that he was a black man jogging in the street, and they assumed that he was stealing something with no evidence whatsoever. Even if he did steal something, there was no justification to shoot him. Michael Brown, everybody knows Michael Brown. Well, these are all the people that were slain unjustly in America. Wow, and that's a lot. That's a lot of people. Tamir Rice, I believe he was only 12 years old when the police just gunned him down with no warning whatsoever. Sandra Bland, wow, we'll never forget Sandra Bland. Innocent woman gets pulled over on a traffic stop. Allegedly, well, not even allegedly. The police killed her inside the cell. There's no allege on that one. The facts speak for itself. A woman has so much going for her, does not just hang herself in a jail cell. We all know that. We definitely know that. Freddie Gray. Wow. Walter Scott. Some of these names I've heard, but I don't know the whole stories behind them. But now that I have this, I'm gonna go back on the this video and then look up these names, because every person, whether you're black or white, should know these people and know who they are and what they represent, what they stood for. George Floyd, wow, we never forget George Floyd. We definitely never forget George Floyd. If you forget George Floyd, there's something wrong with you. The world's seen that before their very eyes. And we should make it so we don't forget none of these people. We don't want to forget not one of these faces. And those who have not heard of these cases should study these cases and see what they all have in common. And I'm going to do a lot of research on these, because there's a lot of names. I see the names, but I don't remember all the cases. Stephen Clark, yeah. Rayshard Brooks. I believe that's the gentleman that got shot in his car. I could be wrong, when he had a license to carry. I'm gonna have to double check Rayshard Brooks. I'm not too sure, but I think he was the one that he was in a car with his girlfriend and his son. And I could be wrong, but I believe that was the gentleman. Senseless lives lost for no reason. Wow. And the list goes on and on. Wow. Pamela Turner. Now, we're never going to forget Breonna Taylor either. We cannot. It's so current, so recent. It almost seemed like it was yesterday. Breonna Taylor was gunned down by 3 police officers that say they were being shot at. When you're breaking into somebody's house in the middle of the night and you're not identifying yourself, you are the criminal. I don't care what the hell you say. You are a damn criminal if you're breaking into somebody's house 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and don't have a justifiable reason to do it. You're a criminal. I'm gonna put it in perspective. If a black man was banging on a white man's door 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. What's up? How's it going? You want to be on the camera? You want to give a shout out to anybody?
I want to give a shout out to all the people who made this possible.
There you go.
And caring about people who don't care about us.
There you go.
Wait.
All right. Helping the community.
Right.
She's giving a shout out for those who, and see that people like good things that people do. And there's some people that don't care about the good things that people do. But good and bad, you got to show it all. Right? You can't just show the good and not the bad. You can't just show the bad and not the good. You got to bring balance. That's what the yin and yang is all about. Yin and yang is about balance. Anybody who knows about martial arts knows exactly what I'm talking about. So like I was saying, if a black man was to somehow be breaking into a white man's house 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, literally pounded on the door with no justification, no real reason whatsoever, other than the fact that he's wearing a uniform, or we call them costumes now because that's what we call them, costumes, because anybody can put a costume on, and bang on somebody's door and literally break the door down and come inside. First, that's the B&E at nighttime, which is a criminal offense. Trespassing, which is another offense. Being in nighttime with a weapon is another offense. So all those are criminal offenses. And then, from what I understand, the warrant was not even an active warrant. It was a warrant based on false pretenses. That's another criminal offense. If you obtain a warrant on false information, that's a criminal offense alone. So the judge and the officers executing that are just as guilty. A judge signing that should not even sign that warrant. There was no actual facts. It was hearsay. And it wasn't even solid hearsay. You cannot base a warrant off of hearsay. And if you're a judge or any lawyer and you base any evidence off of hearsay, then you're a foolish judge or lawyer. That's all speculations. You could try to correct me if you're right or wrong, but I think that's criminal activity. Let somebody break your door down 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, no warrant, or I should say false warrant, or fake warrant, or unjust warrant, and come into your house. I'm talking about come into your house. Physically come into your house. Not just one person, but multiple people with guns. Whether they identify themselves or not, they're criminals. I mean, just because you have a uniform on don't mean you cannot commit a criminal act. Now, this is actual facts. You know, criminals do commit crimes, but police officers commit more crimes because they can get away with them. And they have gotten away with them. And they continue to get away with them. So, I mean, that, that's some food for thought right there. That's some food for thought. Criminal activity does not necessarily mean that, what separates them from us is the fact that one wears a uniform and one doesn't. One's backed up by a criminal system and one's not. And when I say criminal system, it's not a criminal justice system, it's a criminal system. A system of criminals. Now, if you see all the major crimes that's happening in the city of Boston, it's the politicians. It's the high up people. It's not people like me and you. We commit small level crimes. But the high level crimes are by the politicians. If you think I'm lying, you go home and turn on Netflix and watch. And you must watch the whole thing. Trial 4. Watch Trial 4. This is an actual true case. True case, true facts. And you tell me who's the judge. You tell me who the criminal people are in that movie, or that story. I should say, I don't call it a movie, call it a show. You tell me who the criminals are in there. But I just want to give you some footage of this Dorchester community fridge out here. And until next time, guys, I hate to rave on certain things, but this is how you get it out, get the information out there. Matter of fact, you know, my boy Will was telling me, hey, make some more videos. I like those videos. So Will, this one's for you, buddy. Hey. And Will's a good activist in the community. He's out there every Thursday trying to, you know, clean up the methadone mile. And we've been trying to get Marty Walsh and Charlie Baker to clean up that mile for years. On top of years. So, Will, this one's for you, my man. Till next time, Nez Porter signing out.